The 2025 U.S. Open was an electrifying and record-setting tournament. We saw the newly reimagined mixed doubles, the first Sunday start in U.S. Open-era history, the inspiring return of 45-year-old Venus Williams, world number one Aryna Sabalenka defend her crown, and Carlos Alcaraz dethrone Jannik Sinner in a men's final that captivated. Aired on ABC, it was the most viewed U.S. Open men's final in a decade, since Novak Djokovic defeated Roger Federer in the 2015 final. Still, though, there were some painful lowlights. Today, we're going to count those down, starting with the photo finish. The photographer who ran onto the court during match point during Benjamin Bonzi's upset of Daniil Medvedev. It was bizarre. The photographer apparently was trying to change his position in the photo pit. He ran onto the court as Bonzi was serving on match point. The chair umpire correctly gave Bonzi another first serve because of that disruption. That ruling, though, sparked an outburst from Medvedev, who then incited Louis Armstrong fans as well. Eventually, the photographer was booted, and we're told his credential was revoked. Bonzi, though, was distracted by the incident, lost the next two sets, but rebounded to beat Medvedev in 5. Next up, Stefanos Tsitsipas chewing out Daniel Altmaier. Now, Altmaier saved a match point and twice resorted to an underarm serve. It was a punishing 5-set, 4-hour, 26-minute upset over Tsitsipas. Afterwards, Tsitsipas was annoyed, and he had words for Altmaier for using the underarm serve, even though it's illegal play. He admitted he tried hitting his opponent during the match because he felt disrespected. Daniel pulled away from the handshake and took the high road. Later, he told Sky Sports that tomorrow Stefanos will regret his words. In football, fists fly or people get into arguments. In tennis, you say something that might not be appropriate. That's part of the sport. A lot of money and self-confidence are at stake. Now, Steph may have been venting because for the first time since 2017, he failed to reach a Grand Slam third round in a season. So, he was upset. At number 3, brutal Ben Shelton injury. Toronto champ Ben Shelton arrived in New York with really high hopes, but he left in emotional anguish. The former U.S. Open semifinalist was forced to retire after suffering a left shoulder injury against Adrian Mannarino just before the 5th set. Here's hoping Ben bounces back to full health. Coming in at number 2, Jelena Ostapenko and Taylor Townsend. What a mess. In the testy post-match handshake, Ostapenko, who was upset her opponent didn't apologize for a net cord shot, blasted Townsend, saying, "You have no education. Wait until we're outside the U.S." Some players, commentators, and fans called out Ostapenko for making those remarks. Naomi Osaka said it was the worst thing you could say to a black tennis player. Jelena eventually took to social media to apologize, saying, "English is not my native language, so when I said education, I was speaking only about what I believe is tennis etiquette. Could be fireworks when these two meet again. We'll see." And topping our list, gotta be the meltdown. Daniil Medvedev's meltdown. Not only did he suffer his second straight Grand Slam first-round loss, he kinda lost his mind as well. Medvedev smashed his rackets after that loss. The 2021 U.S. Open champion received a $30,000 fine for unsportsmanlike conduct and a $12,500 fine for racket abuse. Full disclosure here, we like Daniil's quirky style and his candor in interviews. But this was not a good look for a man nicknamed Medibear. A lot of fallout here. Medvedev dumped longtime coach Gilles Savara after the U.S. Open, and analysts ranging from Boris Becker to Brad Gilbert urged him to get counseling for that temper. Tony Nadal said a player of Medvedev's experience and skill should never implode in such a dramatic way. Uncle Tony, writing for El País, says the fines don't manage to eradicate his behavior, suggesting a suspension might be warranted in extreme cases like this one. Those are the low points, but there certainly were a lot of great moments from the 2025 U.S. Open, and we're going to spotlight those in an upcoming video. Over to you now. What was the low point for you at this year's U.S. Open? Let us know in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.